Hello everyone, and welcome to some of The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, where today we're going to be taking it on without any defense. We're going to be trying to beat it without a shield. Now, obviously, we are required to actually get the first shield, but we can burn that in the second dungeon, so that's what I'm going to be doing. Now, I do know there is a way to actually skip the first shield, but it involves a really high technical setup that I am nowhere near qualified to actually pull off. I tried it for multiple hours, still wasn't able to get it. So as long as we don't actually defend ourselves with the shield, that means nothing hits it, I feel like I'm still okay. And what should we name Epona? We'll name the horse Wah. Because why not? And with that, let's get right into it. Now, I will be skipping most of the cutscenes because this is actually the third time that I've had to record myself with this, due to the fact that my recording got corrupted. So that was fun. So the story is we're trying to go ahead and we're going to be delivering mail in a couple of days. But for now, we're going to be doing random stuff in the village. Also, for a more precise rule set for this, as long as nothing hits my shield, even if I pull it out, I'm okay. As long as I just don't deflect anything with it. Because there is a spot that you actually are required to pull out, because whenever you hit Z, you pull out the shield. Even if you just want to change camera. Which also means Z targeting. If you try to Z target, you're gonna pull out the shield. And things like that. So, if anything hits my shield, then it's a complete restart. Our first goal is actually going to be to get rid of our Ordon shield by going ahead and burning it in Death Mountain. Because it's a wooden shield, which means it can burn. But first, we get to go through about an hour of tutorials. Because who doesn't love tutorials? Oh no. It's giving me flashbacks to Mario and Luigi Dream Team. But now we get to the most fun tutorial that we always actually like, aka Goat Herding Simulator. Because everyone loved this minigame wait, what am I saying? No one loved this minigame, it's horrible. Now, some of you might think, well, not having a shield still makes the game, beatable. Just get yourself, every single heart piece, and then whatever the enemy's gonna do, try to hurt you, you'll have so much health they can't hurt you. And for that reason, we're also going to be restricting ourselves by saying, I'm not allowed to collect a single heart piece. I'm allowed to collect hearts to refill my health, but I'm not allowed to collect heart containers or pieces of them, which means I'm permanently locked at 3 hearts, just for the fun of it. The original idea for this challenge was originally going to be that I would use the iron boots permanently, Although I did some testing with it, and it would have gotten stopped at the third temple, the lake bed temple. So, yeah, no. Alright, we can go ahead and get the slingshot and do all of these tutorials. This is probably one of my least favorite sets of tutorials. Even the goat herding probably is better than this, where we have to go grind some rubies in order to get enough in order to buy a slingshot. I didn't mean to hit that. But yeah, we need rubies, and we need 30 of them, so... that means we're going to need to do some exploring. No, I do not care about Z-targeting. And obviously, after I burn my shield, or if I don't have one, I'm allowed to Z-target. As well as whenever I'm a wolf. And I know this little piece of grass isn't required, but I'm going to do it anyway because it gives me 15 rubies. Well, it's probably not important. I should probably mention that this is the Wii version of the game. Just something to note, as I know there are some version differences. Although like 90% of the game, well, all three of the games are completely broken in several ways. Those being GameCube, HD, and Wii. Well, at least to experience, like, speedrunners. Alright, go ahead and grab that. Alright, start this little cutscene. Now I need to go ahead, return this, get the fishing rod. Now I need to head up here, climb up this. While I am going to be able to Z-target even with a shield, as long as I don't hit anything, I'm going to try to avoid it, which will make the camera be a little bit more annoying. I know some of you are probably wondering where the last part of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate without spirits is. Don't worry, I've been working on it. It's just that there's a little bit of a problem in the last level. That being, how do I put it? Alright, there's a boss rush. I have to defeat all 6 bosses with only 3 lives. And considering that I had trouble even beating one of the bosses with a life, now I have to beat 2 per life. That doesn't make it much easier. Although I have been working on it. But it is pretty difficult. So sadly, the best I've been able to do is still only a whole 2 bosses. So, It's gonna take a little bit longer for me to actually be able to beat it. Alright, and with that, another fish has been caught. And now I can actually go ahead, and now we get the cutscene of the cat running away. Alright, go run in the door. Go ahead and collect some rubies from pumpkins. Too bad. Enter here. Alright, give me the bottle. Alright, and now I need a whole 12 more rubies. I believe you get a blue ruby from one of these pumpkins. Although I could be wrong, and this could all be RNG, whether you get blue or green rubies. Alright, I got all green. I believe there's a yellow ruby up here. Yep, there it is. And with that, now I can actually go ahead and buy the slingshot. And you know what that means. That means I get the wonders of actually going ahead and going through another tutorial, that being a slingshot tutorial. And don't worry, if you thought that was it, don't worry, right after that we get a sword tutorial. It never ends. Alright, he'll give me the sword. Really? It didn't Z-target? Thank you. Go in my house. And now I have a sword. Now let's go start those tutorials. Alright, let's do this. Alright, here we go. Now the sword tutorial. Vertical slice. What's next? The stab. And now I have to do the spin attack. And then I finish off with a jump attack. Alright, and there we go. Now we get to go run to Farron Woods. The first time. Don't worry, we get to do it 3 more times. Or 2 more times after this. Go across here. And now we can go ahead and head to Farron Woods. And I never called Epona. Oh boy. This means I'm going to have to go ahead and call Epona here. In order to jump the fence. Don't worry, you liked using Epona? Well, too bad. Now we're going to leave her right in the middle of this place. Although I have to go grab some lantern. I have to grab a lantern first. Now, one thing that I should probably bring up is the fact that I need to go ahead and, well, I'm not going to be 100%ing it. I should probably bring that up. Mostly because, since I'm not going to be using a single heart piece or heart container, I physically can't 100% it. And I'm sure there's going to be that one minigame that requires a shield that I won't be able to complete. Like that. Wait, I don't need a lantern. I need it in order to get through these cobwebs, but that's about it. Now, speaking of cobwebs, and I need to use a lantern for it, that's one reason why coming up with a challenge for this game is so difficult. Almost every item is thoroughly used over and over again, and while sometimes they're used in cool ways, most of the time it's like, you want to get through a door, well, you have to be wearing the iron boots in order to get through this door. You want to go ahead and go past this hallway, well, there's a cobweb, so use the lantern. You want to go up a staircase, then you have to use the spinner. And other things like that. And because all these require little uses that have a little workaround, it makes coming up with a challenge pretty difficult. That's why I had to go ahead and settle for no shield. I mean, literally in the first 10-20 minutes of the game, I've already had to go through slingshot tutorials and all that stuff. Sword tutorials. Though sword was one of my original ideas as well, but because you have to do that sword tutorial with the kids, then you literally have no way to get around that. But with that, let's go rescue the kid, and then we can begin. No. Alright, there we go. So now that she is saved, we can actually move on. But don't worry, you wanted to get rid of the tutorials? Well, I have a little present for you. It's called another goat herding tutorial. Because yes, we needed another goat herding tutorial. Alright, let's do this. One goat is in. And don't worry, they made it 20 goats now. Really? You're facing that way? Turn around. Now, some of you might be wondering why I decided to go ahead and use Twilight Princess when... Why not like Ocarina of Time or something? The reason for that is because Twilight Princess is the one that I grew up with and I have the most knowledge about, so it would be better for me to do that instead of going in blind for something like Wind Waker. Please don't make... Okay, he's the one to go there. And there we go. Jump over there. And now we get something saying, oh, now we have to go get our horse back because we lose it again. Because the mayor, I don't know. Because we're working the horse too hard, they took it away, so we have to go get it back now. Because we need the horse in order to deliver the sword or mail or whatever. Oh, and by the way, now we lose our sword. Yes, let's give the sword to the child. This is the most responsible thing that I could do. I am a... Why? Just why? I could make a joke about this, but just... That's not proper care of a weapon. It should be treated with more respect. I don't know. Alright, and now we get to crawl through a tunnel. Which I honestly don't understand why we do this in this game. Now, in Ocarina of Time, it made sense. This was because in Ocarina of Time, Child Link could crawl through tight spaces like these, while Adult Link couldn't. Meaning you could bottleneck some areas off to Child Link. But now, because this game doesn't have that, it doesn't make sense for it to be here. Now I'm not going to skip this cutscene because there's one line that I want to laugh at. But Waluigi, can you at least promise me this? No matter what happens on your journey, don't try to do anything out of your league, please. Just come home safely. You're saying that to the person who's going to try to beat this game without a shield. Sorry, I had to go through that line and laugh at it. Oh, and yeah, now we're going to die because we're going to get attacked by enemies. Oh no. Alright, and with that, now we can actually start on the Wolf Link tutorial. Because we need more tutorials. Now, something I want to bring up on this little cutscene is when King Bulblin actually goes ahead and blows the horn, it creates a portal. Now, red portals spawn enemies, and are portals to the Shadow Realm or whatever. Now, when you use Midna's teleport, you cannot teleport to a red portal. You can only teleport to a green portal, which you can make a red portal green by killing all the enemies in it. But I have a question. So just remember, this portal above Orden Spring is a red portal. I'll bring it up later. But first of all, now we're going to get pulled through a portal and turned into a wolf. Well, Link's dead. Yep, he's definitely dead. Yep, he's definitely dead. So yeah, let's go get started on these wolf tutorials. So yeah, now we're in jail because for some reason we didn't die. And quick question. If that Shadow Beast's purpose was to kill us all along, why didn't he kill us after we turned into Wolf Link? Instead bring us to a prison? And why does this prison not have any other prisoners? Etc, etc. I'm just wondering here. But yeah, now we get to the Wolf Link tutorial. Also, we get Midna. Alright, finally I can dig under the chain, or the... I can dig under the jail cell. And now we can run through the wolf tutorial. Go up here, jump. Let the gate fall. Run through here. And now we get to the spirits, and that you can, oh wow, you can see it with your senses. Amazing. Open the gate, let water flow through. Now we can get over here. Now we go over here. Hey. There we go. Ooh, a heart. Well, the beast's gone, so I don't really care anymore. Wait, where do I go again? Yep, over here. The reason I'm not using my senses is because, well, the senses actually makes the world look even more... I don't even know. It just looks kind of, I don't know, kind of bleak, the surroundings. Like everything got, I don't know, just feels a lot more, less colorful. Just because it's all these shades of green and black and white. But hey, now we're almost out. And we can almost start with the actual game. Alright, skip that. Yes, I need to go up here. Alright, get up here. And now we're outside. Also, I'm sorry if I sound a little bit bored at all throughout this. It's just kind of irritating having to go through this like 3 times because of failed recordings. Alright, avoid the big birds. Jump! Not down there. To Midna. Oh, great. Now we get to start all the way back here, and we only have a quarter of a heart. Alright, now we got a heart and a quarter of a heart. This'll definitely be enough health. That wasn't even sarcasm. I should have enough health to make it to the entrance. That's a lot of birds. Alright, now we get the fun, long cutscene that's like 5 minutes long. Basically describing where we are, which is Hyrule Castle. And this is Princess Zelda. Essentially, the story goes, Princess Zelda surrendered when Zant infiltrated the castle. Zant went ahead, and because of his surrender, he turned everything to Twilight. So now, because of this, everyone's a spirit, or I guess the princess is not, because why not? So now everyone's a prisoner here. So that's essentially it. So we're going to go ahead and try to escape. Now that we know where we are, we're going to try to escape because now guards are coming to check on her. Now here, we'll actually see guards coming. Now, this cutscene basically says, oh look, you can go outside now, and Minna will help you as long as you do everything that she says. And then she eventually teleports you away, back to Orden Spring. Which also doesn't make any sense, because as I said, you're just not supposed to be able to teleport somewhere if you haven't made a green portal. But yeah, now we get to go get the sword and shield. Here we go again. Alright, the shield's in the house. Make my way over here. I don't feel like doing the hawk cutscene. Never mind, I am required to do the hawk cutscene. If only when our player, or when Waluigi called, whenever a Link called the hawk, it would spawn that fast and we wouldn't have to go through that long cutscene. Let's go. Boo! I scared you. No, do not fall off. Really? gotta be kidding me. Wait, I can just do it from right there? Oh, okay. Yes, it'll burn.
You need me. What beer?
Alright, let's go grab the sword.
From shower.
There we go.
Hunt with time. We will be.
And I think that's actually going to be about it. I'm going to try to make the episodes a little bit longer than usual, just so that way I can go ahead and make sure there's less episodes. Because I know this topic might not be interesting to a lot of you. But with that, after I go ahead and get back to Warden, back to the portal, I think that's where I'm going to go ahead and stop. Oh, here's the red portal again. So we know we never made it green. Also, it's another tutorial. Alright, we rescue a light being. Oh, this heals me. Here, I'll just leave 1/4 of a heart off. Just for fun. But with that, I'm gonna go ahead and say thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.